Hello, now we're going to talk about the equation of a straight line. Basically, the equation is the one that is used most, or the most normal, I don't know, the best, is this one. And basically, it's, when we're talking about this, I watched the video and I was like, wait, you can literally already do it, like, from the knowledge that I already have from the previous videos. You should be able to already solve it. But basically, here's like the hard examples, I guess. So, and the way you can like find out if this point is on this graph is very easy. So look, this is x, this is y, and well, we have x right here, so we just times 3 times 5, because that's the x, how much, like, where it is, whatever. So we have 15, and then we take away 9, that equals 6, and 6 is what y equals, and y is right here. So yes, the answer is yes. And then so find the equation of the straight line through. Okay, so look, we have the y2 and the y1. We have the x2 and the x1. So here's the gradient of 3. And to find the y-intercept, well, look, it's very easy. Basically, just we know that the y, we can just use one of the points. So 10 is the y, 3 and then 4 plus b, so 12 equals 10, and we want b on its own, so we move the 12 here and we get minus 2 equals b. So, well, the equation would be, this would be the equation. And basically what most time you will be asked, like, this question is basically the summary, I guess. So you will be given the graph, aka 2 points, or maybe more, however, I don't think that matters as much. So, and you have to write it in slope form. Slope form, you already should know this. Again, remember this. So, y's, and then x's. So already we know that this is what we have. This is the y's. This is the x. So we already know that we're gonna go 5 times up and 1 time to the left. Like basically, kind of. And then b. And again, we can just use one of the points. Let's use 5. No, let's use 1 because the small is just easier, kind of. Five. And then, so over here we'll get 25. And then you put this in a calculator, like, and that will give you -1. So 1 equals -1 plus b, 2, b equals 2. So, and the equation will be, right. Okay, I made it completely wrong. Basically, so these are the y's. I, for some reason, thought these were the y's. Okay, so 3, take away 1, take away 3, and then 5, 5, 5. So we get -2 over 10. So minus this. Then y equals -5x x plus b. Let's use the y as 1 and then x as 5. This in a calculator does equal -1. So yeah, this is the answer for B, and the final thing would look like this. Okay, goodbye. Hello everyone, and now we're going to look for finding the equation of a straight line from a graph. Finding the equation of a line from a graph. Yeah. And basically, we're going to use the regular equation, like, this is the equation that you should be using. So let's go for the first one. So these are a bit wobbly, but basically, here are the 2 points that we're going to do. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, so 2, 3. The y-intercept is 2. And then this is the gradient. So here's the answer. This is the, yeah. Okay, never mind. I wanted to get rid of this dot, but now, the y-intercept is 3, and so let's pick a point. So let's just pick, well, we can pick 5, for example. 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 5. And so the equation is this. Now this one. So the y-intercept is 2 minus 2. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 3. One second, I'm just trying to realize if I done this one right. Yeah. Okay, just to double check if I've done it right. 3 over, no, what was it? It was 5 over 3. So, the points here and the point here, so x is 0 and 2. And then over here is 3 and 3. So, 3 and then 5. Okay, now I'm slightly confused. Okay, scientifically, we did get the same numbers at least, but like, hey, basically right now I'm working with graphs, right? Like revising them, like how to find the equation of a line from a graph. And basically there is the first point, like the points that I chose is -2, like the points I chose are 0 and -2. And then the other point is 3 and 3. And the answer, like the gradient for this kind of calculation is 3 over 5. However, what I did before that was do the regular way, as if like I just got the point on the y-intercept, which is 2, -2. The y-intercept is -2. And then I got it to some random point that is 3 and 3. And I started counting, I'm like 1, 2, 3. So it goes 3 right times. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Wait, so...
Yes?
When you say you started counting, what were you counting?
The graph block, like cubes, you know, on a graph there are cubes, and like how much times do I have to go left, right, and then up, like rise over run. Because for the run I got 5, and then for the rise I got 3. But when I did the y2 minus y1 over my x2 minus x1, I got 3 over 5.
Checking the math here, those are actually 2 different sets of coordinates. So you weren't wrong to count squares. If your point is -2, -2, and then 3, 3, the slope should be 1, not 3 bits.
No. The point is not -2, -2. The point is for that, it's 0 minus 2. 0 and minus 2 for that 1 point.
Okay. Let me check that. Okay, if 1 point is 0, -2, and the other is 3, 3, then the rise is 5 and the run is 3. So the slope would be 5/3. If the answer key says 3/5, either there's a different second point or the graph is drawn differently.
Okay,
Could
but
you
no,
tell?
okay. Yeah, I did get, for one answer, I did get 5/3. However, I then tried a different method. I tried the difference in y and over difference in x, and I got 3/5 using that method.
Checking. That sounds like a formula mix-up with points 0, -2, and 3, 3. The formula should give 5/3. So if you're getting 3/5, it might be that the rise and run got swapped. What exactly did you write for the
Oh
calculation?
my god, I'm actually so dumb. And then, my goodness. Okay, yeah. We realized the mistake. So these are the answers. And now let's um uh mm, hmm. Okay, so let's say we wanted to transfer like this answer. Oh, oh, that's nice. But anyway, let's say we wanted to transfer this answer into the standard form, which is the ax blah blah blah. What you do? So look, we have this. So and to do it into standard form, first of all, I'll times everything by 3. 3, 6, and then I would move the x. So I would get this. However, if you wanted these both positive, you could times everything by -1 and you would get, oh no, you wouldn't get that. But basically you can times everything by -1 and get this, which is also an answer. And then let's say you wanted to transform one of them, let's say this one, y equals 4/3 plus 3 into slope form. And slope form is the y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So the way you do that is basically you choose a point. Okay, this 4 and 5. Yeah. You choose a point that's in the 5 or 5 times tables, and you, how can I explain it? Okay, basically you imagine you have a point, right? You kind of create a point, but instead of choosing y and x, you only choose the x because you're going to be able to times it by the x. So let's say we can choose 5 or the multiples of 5, so it's easier, so we get rid of the fraction. So let's say 10. So this times 10 gives us minus 8. Minus 8. And so after that, we know our x, and then plus 3, so y is 5. So then that would be kind of the answer. Алло?
Привет.
Привет. Да. Постой, сейчас. Секунду. Sorry guys, mom is more important than a video. So basically what we get is 5 equals x 8. And let me just quickly check if that's right, because basically, yeah. Okay, yeah, I got that, but basically there's another thing. So, I was watching a video, and the guy on the second graph that I just did, he got minus 3 over 4. And I did a different method because I wanted to be different and understand it myself. I got minus 4 over 5. Is that the same thing?
Let me check. No, those aren't the same. Minus 3/4 is minus 0.75, and minus 4/5 is minus 0.8. So they're different. Did you maybe flip rise over a run or count one of the squares wrong? What 2 points did you use for that second graph?
Okay, basically, look, he used different points. What he did, he used the points, I'm pretty sure he used 4, 0, and then he used, no, wait, forget all of what I said. He used 0, 3, and the second point he used was the second point he used was 4, 0. But instead of using his points, I used 3, 0. No, I used 0, 3. Wait, no, forget everything what I said. Forget everything. He used 0, 3 as a first point. The second point he used was 4, 0. I used 0, 3, and as my second point, I chose 5, -1.
Checking that. Okay, so if the video used 0.03 and 40, then the slope is minus 3/4. But if you used 0.3 and 5 minus 1, then the slope is minus 4/5, which is correct for the points you chose. The mismatch just means you're not using the same 2 points.
So,
are you sure that... Yeah?
no, you continue.
Like,